Hello everyone, welcome to MSFT Webcast. In this video, we will see the steps to configure server-to-server storage replica in Windows Server 2019. Storage replica is a Windows Server technology that enables replication of volumes between servers or clusters for disaster recovery and high availability. Storage replica supports two replication modes, synchronous replication mode and asynchronous replication mode. In synchronous replication mode, storage replica enables mirroring of data in physical sites with crash consistent volumes, ensuring zero data loss at the file system level. It is often used for a disaster recovery and it is preferred for applications with low recovery time object that can't tolerate data loss. In asynchronous replication mode, storage replica writes data to the primary storage first and then copy the data to the replica. This mode allows site extension with the possibility of data loss. In this video, we will use storage replica to enable replication between two servers. We can also use storage replica for cluster to cluster or stretch cluster scenario as well. For this demo, we are using the test lab created in VirtualBox. We have total 3 Windows Server 2019 virtual machines with us. One is our domain controller and rest 2 are our member servers. First, let's take an overview of the test lab which we are going to use in this video. This is our first member server with the host name WS2K19-SRv02. On this server, as you can see, already I have configured NIC teaming by using two network interface. Let's verify that. Let me click on enable. And as you can see, I have used two NIC to create NIC teaming. We have the same setup on our other member server as well. Next, let's open File Explorer. On this server, we have total 3 volumes. One for operating system, second for data for which we will enable storage replica, and third for logs. We have assigned specific drive letter to volumes so we can easily identify them. R for replica. So this volume will be replicated to our member server, and drive letter L for logs volume for replica log files. Both servers are configured with identical drives using the same capacity. Remember, your disk must be initialized with GPT partition style, not MBR. Let me show that. Let's go to Server Manager console, click on File and Storage Services, click on Disk, and here we can confirm that we have a GPT partition style for all 3 disks. Remember, for this demo, we are using the test lab, so we don't have any data on our hard disk. In production environment, you may have the volume with data stored on it. Let's move to our other member server. This is SRv03 member server. This server also part of our Active Directory domain. We have also configured NIC teaming on this server that you can confirm from NIC teaming console. Let me maximize it. Perfect. Let's close it and let's open File Explorer to check the volumes. Here we have 3 volumes, one for operating system, one for application data, and one for replication logs. Let me close it. We can use Windows PowerShell to install storage replica feature, but in this demo, I'm going to use Server Manager console to do so. So on a Server Manager console, I'm going to click on Manage, Add Roles and Features, click on Next, Next again. A local server is already selected, click on Next, Next again, and on Select Features console, we need to select Storage Replica. Let's select the checkbox. Click on Add Features to add required features. Click on Next and click on Install to start the installation. Let's do the same on our SRv02 server as well. Click on Manage, Add Roles and Features. On Before You Begin screen, we need to click on Next, Next again. Our local server SRv02 is selected. Click on Next, Next again. And on Select Features page, we need to select Storage Replica. Click on Add Features, click on Next, and click on Install. I'm not selecting Restart automatically as we want to restart our member servers manually. Okay, feature has been successfully installed it is asking us that we need to restart our member server. Click on close. Let me close File Explorer. Let's close SOA Manager console. Press Alt F4. I'm going to select restart and it will be application installation. Click on OK. Let's move to our SRv03. Here, restart is also pending. So let's click on close. Let's close SOA Manager. Alt F4. Select restart. Application installation. Click on OK. Let's again sign into our service. Let's go to our SRv02. Let's log into the server with the credential of our domain admin administrator at mylab.local. Let me again show you the File Explorer to take an overview of volumes on our both member servers. Okay, we have 3 partitions on SRv02. Let's check the same on SRv03 as well. Perfect. Fine. Let's move to SRv02 server. After installing storage replica feature, now we are going to create a replication partnership. We will use our SRv02 as a primary server. But before we create a storage replica partnership, it is recommended to test the storage replica topology. So we are going to test storage replica topology first. For that, I'm going to open a Windows PowerShell as an admin on SRv02. Let's right click on Start button and click on Windows PowerShell admin. At PowerShell, first I'm going to run command cd/ and let's create a one directory on C drive. Let me give name SR test. Perfect. So now we have a one directory on a C drive with the name SR-test. Let's use cmdelete test-sr topology to test a storage replica topology. You need to use a switch-source computer. It will be a WS2K19-SRv02 -source volume. It will be R in our case. -source log volume name. It will be L in our case. -destination computer name. It will be WS2K19-SRv03 in our case. -destination volume. Again, it will be R because we have identical drives on our destination computer as well. -destination log volume name. It will be L. -duration in minutes. It will be 10. And then after we need to specify result path, which will be a C:/SR-test. That's the directory which we have created earlier. So this will be the command which we need to use to test storage replica topology. Let's press Enter key. As you can see, message is there, test completed, and the result is stored under C:/SR-test directory. Let's go to File Explorer. Let's double click on a C drive. Let's double click on SR test, and this is the report which we need to look for it. Let's maximize it. You can see total 20 tests has been performed, 2 completed with errors, and 18 messages are there. These are the requirement tests. As you can see, the volumes are exist on our servers. Partition styles match with the GPT partition style. Volume size are identical. Perfect. File system is there. On a both server, we have an NTFS file system. You can use REFS as well. Now here 2 warnings, or you can see errors are there, and that error was about physical memory requirement test. See, already I have assigned 2 GB of RAM to this virtual machines, but as you know that we are using a test lab created in VirtualBox, and that's why this test is not able to detect the RAM, and that's why it is giving us the warning that the minimum requirement is 2 GB. And actual physical memory available on our servers is 0 GB. And that's the reason that why we are seeing this. So we can ignore this error because we have a sufficient memory on our member servers, and which is 2 GB. But the error is there. The only reason that we are using the virtual machines in Oracle VirtualBox. Fine. Let me close it. Let's again go back to the Windows PowerShell And now we are ready to create a storage replica. Let me clear the screen. Add PowerShell. Now we need to use Symdelete new-sr partnership to create storage replica partnership. We need to specify the source computer name by using switch source computer name, which will be a WS2K19-SRv02 in our case. Here you need to specify the name of your server which you want to use as a primary server. -source RG name, this is the name of replication group. Here I am giving name SRP01 -source volume, which will be a R -source log volume, which will be a L in our case, destination computer name WS2K19-SRv03 destination RG name. I'm giving SRP02 destination volume name, which will be R in our case, destination log volume name, which will be a L. So this will be the command new-sr partnership -source computer name WS2K19-SRv02 space -source RG name SRP01 space -source volume name R -source log volume name L destination computer name WS2K19-SRv03 space destination RG name, that is SRP02 space destination volume name, which will be a R, and destination log volume, which will be a L in our case. See, if you have a different drive letters on your server, that time you can specify different drive letter. And if you want to specify identical replication group name, that time you can also specify those names as well. Now let's press enter key to execute the command. We need to wait for a few seconds, and after that I have tested with the Windows Server 2019 that we are going to get an error message. As you can see, storage replication partnership has been created successfully, but here one problem is that it is unable to synchronize replication group SRP02, which we are creating on our SRv03 server. Detailed reason: cannot update state for application group SRP02 in the storage replica driver. I don't know what exactly the problem is there, but at this point I'm not able to find the solution of this error. Even if we are getting this big red error, still we are able to successfully create storage replica partnership on Windows Server 2019. But still we want to verify that a storage replication group is created on SRv03 as well. For that, we can use command get-sr group. Here I'm going to specify name of our computer, which will be a WS2K19-SRv03 in our case. Let's press enter key. Perfect. We can see that storage replica group is there on SRv03. Here you can see computer name is there, and here the name is also there, SRP02. So that group is created successfully, but I don't know the reason that why that command is not able to get the status of that storage replica group. Let's check the same for our SRv02 server as well. Let's press enter key. And here you can get the information that SRP01 is available on our SRv02. See, only one difference will be there, and that is a primary. If you check this command on SRv02, that time is primary will be true. And if we check the same thing on a SRv03, that time at is primary, that value is set to false. The reason is pretty simple one, because we are using SRv02 as a primary storage replica server and SRv03 as our replica copy. One more thing is there which I want to show you. Let's open File Explorer. Right now we are on our SRv02, and if you open File Explorer, you can see those 3 volumes are still available on our SRv02 server. But here you can see under replication logs volume, some data is there. Let's verify that. We are not able to see any data, but if we click on this PC, here we can see some data is there. Actually, 8 GB will be reserved for storage replica logs, and that's the reason that why we are not able to see any folders under that volume, but still it is showing us that it has some data under it. Let's check the status of SRv03 server. And here you can see now log volume is there, but on this server, means on SRv03, we are not able to access that volume with the drive letter R, for which we have configured storage replica. So we have successfully configured storage replica, but how we can monitor storage replica replication? For that, we can use built-in performance counters to monitor the performance of volume replication. Let's switch to SRv02 server because that is our primary server. And at PowerShell, I'm going to run command perfmon.msc. Let's clear the screen. Let's open Performance Monitor tool. Let's maximize it. Let me click on Performance Monitor. I'm going to click on a plus sign. Okay, let's find out storage replica. Okay, here we have all the counters for storage replica statistics. Let's click on add and click on OK. Now I'm going to change the chart type as well. Okay, so now it is in a report mode. Actually, initial replication is going on in a background. After completing the initial replication for storage replica partnership, now as you can see, all counters are running around 0. For the testing purpose, I'm going to copy some files in volume R and let's see is there any movements in these counters. Let's open this PC. Let's double click on C drive and I'm going to copy some files from program files x86. Okay, let's paste here. And now as you can see, some movements are there as it is performing the replication process instantly. And those data will be copied to our storage replica partner, means on our server SRv03. You can notice some movements are there in those counters, especially here. Storage replica average sent messages, storage replica log write bytes. And now as you can see, all are stable because those data has been successfully synced with our storage replica partner. In future, if you would like to change the replication partnership so that your destination server becomes a source server, in that case, you can use set-sr partnership cmdelete on our SRv03. For example, now onwards, we want to use a SRv03 server as a primary server for this storage replica partnership. So for that, we need to perform those commands on our SRv03. So let's go to SRv03 member server. Let's right click on start button as we need to open Windows PowerShell admin. At PowerShell, I'm going to run command cd/. Before we modify any configuration related to storage replica partnership, first we need to get the name of storage replica partnership group. And for that, I'm going to run command get-sr group. Now here you can see name is there SRp02 and currently SRv03 is not configured as a primary server and that we want to change. So let's run command set-srp partnership. Then we need to specify additional switch -new source computer name, which will be a WS2K19-SRv03 in our case. -source RG name, which will be a SRp02, which is the name of our storage replica partnership. Then -destination computer name, which will be a WS2K19-SRv02 in our case. -destination RG name, which will be a SRp01. In my case, this is the name of storage replication partnership on our SRv02 server. So after typing this command, we simply need to press enter key. Let's wait for a few seconds and after that we will get the confirmation. It is asking us for the confirmation. Let's type Y and press enter key. Perfect. That command has been completed successfully. Let's again run the previous command get-sr group. From the local server, as you can see, the server name is that WS2K19-SRv03 and this time in front of is primary, it is true. Why? Because now SRv03 is acting as a primary storage replica. Let's click on File Explorer, and this time you can see now we have a drive R with wrap data. Let's double click on it, and we will find the same data which we have earlier copied to our SRv02 server. And if we open File Explorer on our SRv02 server, that time we are not able to see that volume with drive letter R, because right now this server is acting as a secondary storage replica copy. So that concludes the video on how to configure server-to-server storage replica in Windows Server 2019. Thank you all for watching this video.